Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Week 5 of the Friday Night Frenzy on a Saturday morning. I'm Stan Pamphilis, along with Luke Notestein. And this was really a big week because next week the conference play starts. Right. So they're trying to get the kinks out and get ready for the most important part of the season.
The season is flying by. I can't believe it's already conference play. We just started, it seems like yesterday, but it's already Week 5.
Especially for me.
It's all good. In our first game last night between two teams that have played very well staying in the early part of the schedule, unbeaten West Henderson hasn't really been challenged as much as high-powered Mountain Heritage. Cougars entered the day 3-1. They were ready to play from the get-go tonight, but let's pick it up in the fourth quarter when it gets pretty interesting. Cougars up 8-0. Britt Burleson gets the rock and finds pay dirt from 2 yards out to put Heritage up 14-0. But the Cougars want to try to go for the two-point conversion. Trey Robinson looking for the end zone, but nobody's open, and he's brought down by West Henderson's Peyton Frisbee, so the score remains 14-0. So the Falcons still in this game, trying to get something going and trying to move that football down the field. Brandon Whitaker airs it out way downfield for Davis Phillips, but it's broken up by Cole Burleson. And Mountain Heritage hands West Henderson its first loss last night as the Cougars shut out the Falcons 14-0.
All right, let's head to Leicester. Irwin Warriors, they're off to a rough start, 1-3, but their opponents haven't exactly been B team. A couple of really fine teams,
really good teams
from Tennessee. Yeah. And they had another big challenge last night. A hungry Franklin team, 2-1, looking for another big victory to put on their ledger.
Right.
Irwin, of course, hoping home field would give them the edge. And they drove in the first quarter. Damian Ferguson tosses it 25 yards to C.J. Thompson. That is a nice play.
Perfect throw.
Great route he ran, too. 7-0 Irwin. But here come the Panthers. The pitch to our player of the week, Kelton Lowry. Watch him here, up the middle. Then he hurdles a defender there, stays on his feet, then barrels into the end zone. 7-7. Now it's Ferguson's turn. Throws deep. Lowry just misses a pick.
Oh, man.
But Keelan Good, great concentration.
Catch.
Scores. Ferguson throws for 300 yards. Point after was no good, 13-7. Here comes Lowry, steps into the end zone, no problem. He had 137 yards in the first half, but he got a concussion and couldn't play at all the second half. This goes back and forth, but the Panthers fall to Irwin as they score late. The Warriors do 40-35.
Nice game for Ferguson there.
Boy, he was terrific.
Yeah,
maybe his ankle's okay now.
Yeah, that's a really big win. All right, now let's go to Reynolds, where the Rockets played host to Hendersonville. It's the first meeting between these two teams since 1974, before either of us were.
A long time ago.
Most of the players on the team weren't born yet. All of
their
them.
Parents, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Rockets, of course, one of the most explosive offensive teams in the mountains. Reynolds favored to win this game last night, but let's start off with the Bearcats, actually, in the first quarter. Mike Schmidt rolls to his left and finds Tykel Landrum, who makes the catch across the middle. And he wasn't done yet. Landrum turns on the afterburners, making everybody miss, and then he dives across the goal line for the touchdown. That ties this game up at 7 points apiece. A little bit later in the first quarter, Rico Dowdle hands off to A.J. Logan. Great blocking by the O-line for a 36-yard touchdown run for Logan. As the Rockets double the lead, it's 14-7. But the Bearcats come back, trying to answer on the very next drive when Schmidt's pass goes right through the hands of Quentin Wright. Andrew McKay there for the pick. And Reynolds would take advantage of that turnover. Rico Dowdle hands off to Shaquan Jones right up the middle for the score, and it's 21-7 Rockets. And really, they were just kind of revving up their engine. Second quarter, more explosive plays for the home team. Dowdle dumps it off to A.J. Logan, who makes the run of the night after the catch, 80 yards to the house. And he just couldn't bring him down and couldn't catch up with him. Reynolds beats Hendersonville 59-36.
And next week, it's Reynolds and Irwin. That'll be a great matchup.
That's going to be fun.
To start the MAC play. And we had the Inca now Brevard, which snapped that 15-game losing streak last weekend at the Jets. The Inca is 1-3, but they've had a high-powered offense. They put up points in a heartbeat, and they would need to do it last night. Down 24-7 at the half. Their fans cheering them on, but Inca's Jason Fabio goes back. He overthrows his receiver, and it's picked off by Lane Presley, diving INT. Brevard, though, couldn't move it. Now they're punting from their own goal line. And check out Zach Burnett on the receiving end. He gets it, cuts it outside.
He's coming for
us. And look out.
Whoa.
He's okay, though. Same drive now in the fourth quarter. Inca's Cameron McClellan scrambles up the middle. Nice cut. And breaks a tackle into the end zone, 24-14. And they say, yeah, we love it. But Blue Devils late in the fourth, Tanner Pettit scores. And Brevard wins its second straight. They beat Inca 31-14.
Well, let's head to Bakersville, where one of the great stories in mountain football this season, Stan, has been the Mitchell Mountaineers, looking to improve to 5-0 last night with another victory.
And they've been terrific. 4 games, no punts.
Wow.
And you give a defense that only given up 16 points, That's a pretty tough combo to beat. North Buncombe going up the mountain to try to puncture that Mitchell balloon. They had a great crowd at Mitchell. Lots to cheer about. They led 21-0 in the first. But North Buncombe trying to come back. Colby Moultrie right up the gut. Gets into the end zone. 21-7 Mountaineers. Then here comes North again. Peter Simonovich gets the shotgun snap. Hits Blake Matthews, another former player of the week of ours, in stride for the bomb. 21-14 upset time for North Buncombe. No. Mountaineers come back in a big way. Cy Thomas on the crossbuck action just plows into the end zone. I tell you, folks, this Mitchell team is good. That was 28-14. They roll 61-28.
How do you slow down Mitchell?
Better hide their bus.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Might be what you have to do. All right, Stan, let's go to Skyland, where the Roberson Rams were facing a difficult assignment last night, trying to slow down undefeated Shelby Crest, who's a very good team. They beat the Rams 55-0 last season. So Roberson hoping for a better performance last night. What would happen? Rams facing a halftime deficit of 35-7 Friday night, but trying to work hard to come back in the game in front of that home crowd. Third quarter, Shaq Gist gets the ball, makes one defender miss, and picks up 6 yards for the home team. Later in the drive, Eric Robinson rolls to his right and looks downfield. Ball is tipped, and it goes right to Hassan Madani. 20-yard gain for the Rams. And really, that's exactly what they were trying to do. That ball tipped, and Madani in the right place at the right time to move the chains for Roberson. So later in the drive, the Rams looking towards the end zone, but it's picked off by Jabari Foster. Look at the elevation there. Chargers' ensuing drive would stall, so the Rams would later get a long field goal attempt by Cooper Graham. It's perfect. But that's the final time Roberson would score last night as Crest beats the Rams, your final 38-10.
All right, let's wrap up our highlights. Go to Cherokee, a game between two teams really had solid starts. 2-1 Smoky Mountain at 2-2 Cherokee. Braves excited, of course, to be playing at home. They bust through the banner. Special visitor, former NFL great receiver who led the Falcons to a Super Bowl appearance. Terrence Mathis on hand, and he's still got that speed.
He is fast.
Mustangs driving early, 4th and goal from the 6-inch line. Chase Fisher plows in. Smoky Mountain leads 7-0. But the Braves strike back. Second quarter. Ty Mintz has it. Throws it deep to Jason McMillan. Corner of the end zone. Great grab.
Throw and catch.
They also got a 2-point conversion. 8-7. Cherokee. Smoky Mountain recaptures the lead. Mac Devon from 33 out. Nails it. 10-8 Mustangs. But here comes that Cherokee air attack again. Mintz rolls and goes deep to that same corner. Braves have some pretty good receivers. Another great grab in stride. Darius Blanton. Very good throw. They celebrate. They got another 2-point conversion. Impressive 32-24 win for Coach Kent Briggs' team over Smoky Mountain.
All right, let's look at some scores now powered by ScoreStream. East Henderson falls to Polk 36-14, and Pisgah shuts out Madison 44-0.
Tuscola beats Swain County 38-34. Zach Webster hit Joe Napert for a score late in the game after Swain had just tied the game up. North Wilkes loses to Avery 31-14.
Andrews beats Hayesville 20-14, and Murphy gets a win 35-28 over Gilmer.
Anderson Cavaliers forfeit their game against Christ School. Now McDowell beats Owen 56-35. Terry and Camp 234 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Owen sophomore Sidney Gibbs 317 total yards and 4 TDs in a losing effort.
That's quite a game there.
That is. Owen hasn't won yet, but they've looked pretty impressive in losing.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what else has looked impressive is our Friday Night Frenzy shows in our top 5 plays.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday night.
Yeah. At 11.
Should be fun.
We got a lot of good ones to pick from.
Absolutely.
All right. That's it for us this morning. We hope you have a great weekend, everybody.
See ya.